Hello? Hello, hello? Testing? Hello? Alright. So, Moga, I had to talk to you about something real quick. About the build. Um, so I sent you the map, by the way, the island. I'll show you what the island actually looks like. Um, alright. Um, hello, hello? Oh, right. I was also gonna stream on Twitch. Let me enable that real quick. Let me see if that actually is gonna. I haven't streamed on Twitch in like about like 2 months. I got called out by a friend of mine. Right, I'm assuming it's working. I'm not gonna even moderate my Twitch chat. I'm gonna let auto mod do that. But yeah, hey guys, welcome, welcome. Um, Imoga, are you here? This island would have been good for an Atlantis, to be honest with you. I need to do some terrain work, I think, before I actually start the Paradise Island build. Um, yeah, I'll show you guys real quick the Paradise Island map we're gonna be using. That is also available on the workshop. Here we go. So this is the Paradise Island map. This will be next week's live stream that we start on, and it's gonna be a new series. It's this map I created back in December when Imoga suggested me to, me to make it, and yeah, there's just a lot of stuff going into it. So we have like a whole like drawing and everything as well for this. Uh, and we like made this entire island with a grid system and stuff. And it was just a lot. You guys can see how large this island is. But we're gonna make this into I believe it's a Jurassic Park slash world type of vibe with like some cool like hotels in the water and like half aviary dome that's right here. It's all gonna be cool. Um I had some questions for Amoga, but I don't know if Amoga's here. Um but I was thinking maybe we could swap out the Metrodon with the Dinosuchus. That would be a fun idea. But Yeah, so I have to do some more work on this island. It's been a while since I've been on this, but this is gonna be for next week's build. Just to let you guys see it. I want to do some more terrain work because it's been like 9 months since I worked on this, and I understand how to do a lot more now. There's some water issues going on here, but yeah. Okay, let's just go to this one. So I did some work on the. So I did some work on the actual like um island part where the water connects to the actual lagoon, and I hope it didn't mess it up. I hope it didn't mess it up. I am still using the mod just in case it does mess it up, but the mod really shouldn't affect. Yeah, the mod's not going to affect anything. Um but what we're going to do is we're pretty much going to, I'm going to make this easier and just surround everything with rocks and try to make the terrain go up to the rocks. Obviously, we have all these like mountains that we have to work on still. So a lot of this is going to be, again, rocks and terrain work. We decided to actually push the lagoon down a couple of layers, you guys can see. So the lagoon used to be up here. Now it's down here a lot more. Um, and I was just gonna layer it and make it actually look like this area is deeper than it is. But in our last stream, we set up the entire island, put a bunch of rocks everywhere, try to make it look like the water, like the island rose up from the ocean, and now it's like above ground. Um, and we have a couple of our species here, but this is kind of like a Kong Skull Island type of vibe, where like in the MonsterVerse, what was it, Monarch found the island and set up like outposts there and stuff. And this is kind of like how Engine did. But we have our new species. This was the whole point of this. All right, we have our new species. We have a couple of them there. We have some here. You can see them, little babies. And then we have these ones over here. These ones are so cute. Little like armadillo slash like anteater slash. Their eyes remind me of hedgehogs a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but I know they're not like hedgehogs, but armadillo slash anteaters. But yeah, and then we have our base up here, and then we have our dam with our hatchery inside the dam. So I did move this down, so this looks a bit weird. So we're gonna have to do some work on this before we actually release this. Um, but the last few parts of this is going to be us doing terrain work. I'm gonna be honest with you. I probably should have done the terrain work off camera and then come back and then be like, oh, we're gonna build a city ruins that's gonna be submerged in the water. Um, but yeah, I probably should have done that. But we're gonna put like a city of like underwater stuff in here because we wanted to make it look like it's kind of cool and stuff. And we're gonna put the two new species for the lagoon in here as well, with some of the old species because this is a lot of area. Thank you, thank you. Uh, welcome to the stream. But we're gonna do a lot of like rock work here as well. Um, and yeah, we have to make everything fit in. But I think we're just gonna do rocks and then the water going up to the rocks because we technically can't touch this water. Um, and we are using a mod that allows me to like go to the boundaries of the map. But the cool thing about that mod is once we take off those, once I remove the mod, I can upload this and it actually shows the boundaries of the map because this is all still within boundaries. The only reason I'm using the mod was to actually edit like parts. Where is it? Let me show you an example. I was gonna try to mix the water right here with the water in the lagoon, but instead I actually just pushed the lagoon down and I'm gonna make it look like the water is just kind of like seeping into the lagoon. But I don't want to mess with it because the way the water works on the outside of the map is if I like use the mod and I like push this in a bit, past this point, the water will like cover the entire lagoon, and that might look cool. But the thing is, there's gonna be that layer above, and there's gonna be the layer below. Yeah, I'm liking the DLC so far. I haven't really touched a lot of the new stuff. I've only like actually just looked at the species, obviously. Um, but I love them. They're cute. Um, these are my favorite ones right here. But yeah, I could probably remove them on. But hi, Moga. Danger. Okay. So thank you for the follow on Twitch, Master Jedi. Hope everyone's enjoying. Okay. So in this stream we're gonna finish like we're not gonna focus on the tops. I'm not gonna focus on the tops on the stream because the tops of the mountains because I still don't know how to make those. And roughly speaking, I'm gonna be focusing a lot on the rocks going around the lagoon in this stream, as well as the actual like inside, because this is my last stream for the Atlantis, and then we'll have the full video out on Saturday. This new schedule's messing with me a bit. I wanted to stream this on Thursday, but on I just wasn't feeling it at all on Thursday because on Wednesday I worked out and it was just killing me the next day. So I was just like, but like lay down. And then Friday I hung out with some friends, and then Saturday is a video day. I didn't upload a video this week, and you know it's Sunday. It's a stream day, but yeah. Yeah, don't forget to join the Discord as well. But let's get to this before we actually just start talking about random stuff the entire time. Yeah, so we're gonna use our favorites, which are the like newer tropical cliffs, because well, they kind of fit like they look more they fit the environment more, I think. But this is gonna be interesting because a lot of this I don't want to actually just follow the gap of the lagoon, right? Like we can really play around with this as much as we want because we have a lot of open space, and that was kind of the point. We do have to worry about the actual lagoon part, the inside of the lagoon. And if you guys know anything about me, I absolutely hate lagoon work when it comes to making sure everything's on the ground, because I wish they had a kelp brush. I really wish they had a kelp brush, or like if the like tree brushes actually like worked in the lagoons where it was just going to show the kelp instead, because I hate placing kelp one by one. It reminds me of how City Skylines is with their trees. You can only place like one by one trees. It's kind of annoying. I know there's mods for that. We have that mod, but a kelp brush would be so nice, because I hate working with just nothing really. I wish, yes, that's my #1 species that I really want in this game. And And it's funny because I'm pretty sure they would end up making it like super like massive too, because that's just Jurassic, like Jurassic, you know, Jurassifying it. Yeah, it's like the new the lagoon species were. I feel like the thing with the lagoon species is if it was two other different like ones that they chose to attach onto it, it would have been way worse. I miss my turtle though, but I mean, I never really used. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never really used a lot of them in my park. A lot of the species in general, I haven't really used my parks. So like that entire like back part of Evolution 2, all my parks like had like species that I never really like ever used in any of my videos. So I used those ones a lot more. Um, I actually don't ever remember using the sticks. Uh, but I, you know, obviously we're adding it in this one because, you know, new species. I was also gonna stream City Skylines yesterday, by the way, on my Twitch. Only my Twitch, not my YouTube. But no, I chose to work instead. Fun, guys, right? Working is fun. Working is fun, right, guys? Uh, welcome, welcome, AG. No, yeah, didn't they have to like do a lot of the species? So they had extra like is it called bones? Is that what they call it in like 3D like 3D animating? Is it called bones? Like the different like little things of the I think it's called bones, yeah. I've worked with Blender like 5 times. I'm not a animator or anything like that, so uh yeah, welcome Soyona. Um I mean Amoga, you were talking about how you were kind of sad that they weren't going to bring back any of the other DLC animals. So, I mean, hey, they technically did. Today we are finishing up the lagoon area. So we're just surrounding this all in rocks. And we're going to try to just remove all the concrete from like actually showing. Because we don't want concrete showing at all in this. Because we want this area to look like it's sunken a little bit. Like it's still deep under the water. And we want the rest of the island to look like it's like elevated. So we're going to add a couple more waterfalls, making it look like the island rose from the water. And that like, you know, engine took over and like did like some like outpost stuff on it. And you know, eventually it's going to sink back down into the ocean, but you know. You think engine knows that? is this? I woke up at 5 a.m. today. So I'm like tired, but I'm not really tired. So I need to start doing my walks again before like in the mornings, because I used to walk like at like 7 a.m. in the morning, and then so I'd feel like energized a bit, and I'd carry them on into my streams, like me just being energized, because I'd stream like 2 hours later, or not even 2 hours later, like an hour and like 10 minutes later. But I kind of stopped doing that, so I need to start doing that again. Ooh. I had ramen for the first time on Friday. I've been meaning to like go and try some, but I just haven't really. I never really felt like going and actually getting it, because there's a lot of places and it's just like I don't know which place is probably like a good place to get it. But I went out and got it with some friends on Friday, and it was like it was actually pretty good. Although I did put like a whole bunch of like hot sauce in mine because I love stuff spicy. And let me just tell you that it was very spicy. I was sweating. It was crazy. But it was it was fun. It was a fun experience. Are you telling me that I wish they, yeah, I wish they did too. And I felt like honestly, they probably will at some point. If they do add like natural lagoons, I would probably like if they did add natural lagoons, I probably would bet money that there wouldn't be a fourth evolution game and that they'd keep doing stuff for this one. But knowing that the company is in a partnership with Universal, that might not be the case, because Universal is kind of pissing me off a lot lately. And I know um I know that they're probably gonna be greedy with it, so I would probably. How am I doing? How many people are in this stream? I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't really want to stream today. I wasn't feeling like streaming today. I'm tired. But I'm not gonna let me being tired like not affect my streaming. I might stream later though on Twitch. Just letting you guys know. I might stream later. Might stream some City Skylines. I'll actually ask my friend today if he wants to stream City Skylines, but that will be on Twitch, not on YouTube. So if you guys actually don't follow me on Twitch, you guys should definitely go follow me on Twitch. It's the same name, or you can check out my socials. And if you guys are already on Twitch, welcome. I think this works. Please tell me that works. Does that work? Does that work? What's the command for that? Wait. Wait, what? Am I delusional? iPod. There you go. Apparently that doesn't work. That should work. But there's a command for it, I just don't know what it is. And I'm doing okay. I don't know how I'm gonna do the cliffs, I'll be honest with you guys. The mountains, actually. Sorry, not cliffs. I don't want these trees. I know I could just remove them. I think this is gonna end up being like this anyways. Yeah, I occasionally stream on Twitch as well. Like for the stuff that I don't want on videos and stuff. Okay, we can actually make this look kind of cool on the other side too. And then this mountain could probably end up. You mean you? I'd get taken away by you? I smell pancakes? So, are you guys ready for Coco too? I know this is like out of range of what I'm supposed to be doing. But this is gonna remind me later. There's this mountain I might just make entirely like rocks, like this one right here. Because I have to try to figure out how I want to make it actually like kind of blend in. Because this is cool. It's just we're gonna have to blend this somehow, and I think I'm gonna have to definitely use the paintbrush. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to definitely use the paintbrush. I watched Frozen 2. I watched Frozen 2 like last Friday. Like not last Friday, like 2 weeks ago. And I was supposed to and I streamed. Oh no, yeah, I was supposed to stream on Saturday. But I forgot that I had an entirely new schedule. And I just use it as an excuse to stream on Sunday instead as well. Because I'm like, I stayed up until 2 a.m. watching Frozen 2. And it was probably it was probably like the worst mistake I probably ever could have made because I was not enjoying that movie at all. I I I liked it's funny. There's this like running joke with me and my friend where I like the sequels to movies more than the actual first film. Like, okay, I'm about to say something very controversial, okay, and I'm gonna probably get flack for it. But when it comes to like, okay, so let's think about Disney movies, Pixar movies, whatever, right? I don't like the first Toy Story. I don't like the third, the fourth. I haven't seen the fifth one. I probably won't be seeing the fifth one. I actually haven't seen the fourth one either because the third one kind of threw me off. But I liked the second Toy Story more than the first Toy Story. Okay. Same thing goes for Cars. I like the second Cars more than the first Cars. Um, and the same thing goes for Jurassic Park. Which is crazy. I just like the second one more. I don't know why. It's just I like it. Um, Probably the dinosaur in San Diego part, which is crazy because I think that's what turned a lot of people off for the movie. Uh, but no. So when I was watching Frozen 2, I'm like, I watched it with someone else previously. I'm like, oh yeah, I think I enjoyed it. I apparently did not enjoy it. Yeah. Yeah. Um Again, it's not like made for, you know, my demographic, obviously. But I'm not like yeah. It's not made for my demographic. So that makes sense. But it's also the being spoon fed information. Olaf was just pissing me the hell off. Um yeah. There's that. But I like seconds in movies. Trying to think of another one. Well, if you're just gonna be problematic, I'm just gonna hide you. I am so sorry for the people that are gonna download this map on consoles. I'm not even gonna comment on Disney's live actions because, um, my opinion is not what everyone else is thinking, and I know it. Um, so I'm just gonna be quiet about that one. uh, yeah. So y'all see the new Camp Rock? I said that the last stream too. And Mogo was like, ew, that's cringe. No, I like to give movies a chance, shows a chance, right? Because I feel like I've been contemplating setting up a reaction, not a reaction channel, more like a commentary channel, because me and my friend, we like to talk about movies and shows and stuff a lot. And we've like watched so many like shows and movies over the years, and like, so it's just like if you guys asked us to like watch something, right? To like do a reaction, some or whatever. Chances are we probably watched it. And the thing is, reaction channels are for reactions, and you know, it's just like a, you know, like, oh, how, like, what? So us doing commentary probably would have been a lot better, but you know, you can't really do commentary on a movie without showing the movie, and you know, YouTube, you know, copyright and you know, piracy and all that stuff is not, you know, legal, obviously. So it would be kind of difficult to actually do a channel on that. But no, like literally when we're watching movies sometimes or trying to find a movie to watch, my friend and I, we spend 2 hours just talking about the movies we've watched. And like, yeah, it's a lot. So I was thinking about setting up something like that. I don't know. That'd be fun to do, but again, that's a whole entire different thing. Because I like to watch movies just to watch movies, even if they're bad movies, right? Like, I like to give them a chance. I like watching movies. I watch movies to watch, you know, to movies. Even if it's shit or whatever. But my friend's the other way. My friend's the completely opposite. If he knows a movie's bad, he won't watch the movie. So I've been trying to get him to watch the new Snow White, the live action Snow White. Because we all know how everyone felt about that movie. And I just want to torture him. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just want to torture him. He hates musicals as well. A lot of this enclosure is going to be rocks, I think. I'm just going to say that now. Cars 2 was great. Cars 2 was awesome. The word cringe. I think it's just the inch part. Okay, how far have we gone? We've only gone... Wow, we have a lot to do. Oh my god. Wow, this stream is gonna be interesting. This is gonna take a while. I'm gonna pause it so all of our animals just don't like mature and just keep reproducing. Because how many do we have? And we don't have that much. Yeah, let's do a layer inside first. Because roughly speaking, this mountain is probably going to extend out this way. Would I work for Engine? I mean, what engine are we talking about? Are we talking about like engine, like modern engine, or are we talking about like Jurassic Park, like 90s, 80s? Because if we're talking about that, like back then, no, definitely not. If we're talking about modern, yeah. I mean, you know, I don't know. When you apply for a company, it's like you can have your like, are they like good or bad? I feel like Engine never really showed that they were like, well, Engine, that's kind of interesting. I wouldn't say Engine was particularly bad because it was just doing company things, you know, like it's company. It's, you know, you know, business, money, habit finch, you know? I wouldn't say that they were like, they were just, messing around, you know, F around and find out. Yeah, Imoka, I tried to talk to you about that, but when the stream started, but unfortunately, I don't think you were here. So, if you're here until the end of stream, we'll talk about it again. I would like to say we'll need to try to figure out that list. And I was gonna ask if you can like group them by enclosures and the ones that I already have, and then we can see which ones we can fit elsewhere. Because I do want to start Paradise Island as the next build. And then I have to do the Montana one. So the way that the next few streams and videos are gonna go. So I didn't really expect them to release a DLC as soon as they did. So me starting off my new schedule as soon as they started, like as soon as they announced the DLC, was kind of messy. And you guys probably have seen that with my scheduling a little bit, with some of my streams. But from this point going forward, Saturday's video will be this Atlantis. So if you guys have to go or can't stick around, you'll see the entire like speed build done, like the parts that I don't even finish on this streamer today. You'll see them on Saturday. You'll see me building the temple that's going to be put down in the water. You'll see me finishing the cliffs, because the only thing that I have planned for this stream today is just, you know, chilling here with you guys, talking and finishing the lagoon part, because we still have a lot to go for the lagoon. And that might take like another hour, and then I have to like make sure everything actually like blends in a bit. So we'll like make sure that these mountains actually get in, all that stuff. But and then cue me playing City Skylines later for stream at like 3 p.m. maybe 4 p.m. I actually have to let me text my cousin. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. I gotta go get breakfast real quick. Give me like 2 minutes. I will be right back. Hey guys, it's not hot today. Dying from heat again. What's going on? Excuse me? Oh, wow. This hot sauce is pretty good on this. Mm. Oh, it does touch the ground. Okay. Now I can't get out of the lagoon. Let me out. Wait. Yes, I did. Mm-hmm. I need to reread the book. I do need to reread the book. I did. Yeah. All right, we're back. I'm thinking right here. We do a bit of a. Actually, I'm thinking right here. And maybe right here, we do a bit of like a land bridge going across. And right here as well. Maybe right here especially, but this one might be a little bit too large because I don't know how this mountain's going to look. But we can do like a little land bridge of the rocks and stuff. Because decorating this entire lagoon is going to be a crazy nightmare. Yeah, if you guys also have build requests, by the way, you guys should definitely go leave a build request. Like I can see them and everything too. Obviously, I can see them. I don't know why I even said that, but like, yeah, we have some over here. You know, we have a kayak inside a Dinosuchus habitat. We have a Mexican park. We have Las Vegas theme park. We have Nano's ranch park. And then we have a volcano enclosure. So, kind of cool stuff. If you guys have any build suggestions, you should definitely go ahead and leave one. Let me see if it's in the description because it might be. It is in the description. It's the first link in the description. And if you guys can't get there, it's also right there. So go and leave a build request. I'll get to them and give you a nice little shout out and everything as well. Cool stuff. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we can do with like rides and stuff. or in attractions, and you know, like it's funny because a lot of my builds are like this, where or not even actually not even like this. They're like all of my other videos, like Jurassic Park Japan, like Den Hawaii, like they're all enclosures. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'd rather build enclosures than actual like full fleshed out parks because parks really kind of annoy me. um but yeah, it's so like stuff like this, me decorating, me designing everything like this, it's a bit rare for me to do. And so like when it comes to like build suggestions like yours, where it's like using the kayak actually as like putting it inside and stuff and like making it go through like something you'd see in Planet Coaster, right? That's like stuff like that actually really helps me when it comes to designing other things in the future, because it's just like my brain just is like, oh my god, wait, yeah, I can do that. I can put this kayak through indoors, right? I can make it feel like an actual like ride. So stuff like that really helps when it comes to like making new things for this game. And that was the problem with Evolution 1 and kind of with Evolution 2, where it was just kind of getting repetitive with the builds. And I just felt like, I'm like, I need to take a break. I need to take a break. I'm not really loving this game anymore. And with Evolution 3, it's almost been a year, and I still technically haven't taken a break from the game, even though I've taken a break from some YouTube videos. I still would play the game. I still would try to plan stuff. So it's all just a big like oopsie, you know. I don't know what the hell that was, but yeah, it's and that's also why I made the build request page on my website, because you know I wanna actually learn. I wanna learn how to do some new things. Yeah, like one of the suggestions as well is like a biodome. And I'm like, that is so cool. Like I probably won't make it using the we have the open air aviaries now. But at the same time I could just also like make a dome myself, you know? So a lot of the stuff is just like so no, yeah, because I can't come up with all this stuff on my own. Like all the all the park ideas. If I didn't have build requests, right, or suggestions, uh it all would be 10 different like enclosures. So if you guys have any build requests, go ahead and leave a build request. It's cool. It's fun to see what you guys do. Unless your name was Amoga. Cool. So we are I'd like to say halfway done. So our parts are like right here, where I think we're gonna have to fill it in all the way. Hmm. I feel that. Like, I'm not a creative person, but like designing stuff and like actually following through with the ideas, it's just messy because it's just like, oh yeah, I can do this one way, or I can do it 500 different ways, and I just don't know those 500 different ways, and it will look better doing one of those 500 different ways, or I'm a perfectionist. But that's crazy. Yeah. Okay. I guess I kind of took out my problem right there. It's weird because all of this is supposed to feel like it's underwater, or it's been underwater for like so many like centuries and stuff. So I have to like add waterfalls as well. And, like, a lot of this terrain work. I didn't think it was going to be this much terrain work. This was supposed to be a one video idea, by the way, you guys. Is this as far as it can go? Oh no, it isn't. Okay. I don't understand how people do this. I don't understand how people do this. How people just have an idea and follow through with it completely. Props to like all those people that like make everything for this game in the workshop and like the maps and stuff. Crazy. I'd lose my mind. Someday. Someday I'll do something good. And that someday will probably end up being a Jurassic World remake. But I'm not going to talk too much on it because, you know, a lot of you guys like that, and I'm going to probably get you guys' hopes up on something. But Jurassic World won't probably come out for a while. It was supposed to come out like the first week. First week of October last year. But I realized how big the game actually was. So also I'm waiting for Jurassic World. The remake. I'm waiting to actually be good at the game where I won't have to go back and edit things after I built it, because that was a big thing with the last one. And I did like 5 different Jurassic World remakes. Ooh, I think I kind of like this, where the trees are like bushes and stuff on the mountain. Um, I don't want to have to remake Jurassic World like 5 or 6 times, like I did for the second game, because that kind of was a part of the problem with some of my videos, because I made it the first time, made it the second time. It was getting better over time, but then when I made it again, it was just like, eh, like it was just all like this. It was all starting to feel the same to me. But with this game, I'm waiting to like actually get better and like feel comfortable with making it. So Jurassic World probably won't come out for a while. And we'll definitely be doing the novel Sorna and the novel Nublar, and then Jurassic Park from the movie, and then maybe an actual Biosyn, and then Jurassic World. Like Jurassic World might be one of the last builds in this game if they make a fourth one. The nice thing about these rocks is that you can hide it like in the trees and it looks pretty nice. Like this right here. It's like, because that's kind of like how those mountains are in like Southeast Asia. Let me message someone real quick. Okay. There you go. I'm most likely gonna stream City Skylines at like 2 p.m. for me, so that's like 4 hours. Emoga is probably AFK. Emoga likes to go AFK a lot. I'm hoping the more rocks that I put in here, the less kelp I have to put on the sides, because kelp does not like connecting to the bottom of the lagoon on the ends, because it likes to float. Okay. I was so right about the oh boy. My body is so tired. Yeah, hopefully. If they release a kelp brush, that would be the perfect time to introduce natural lagoons. Just saying. If not, I'll find a way to mod the game myself. Imagine if someone like figured out how to make a multiplayer mod for this too. Wait, actually, hold on. Oh no, I pressed a hotkey and my cursor's gone. Okay. I don't know if Amoga has a channel. Amoga, where's your JP3 trailer uploaded to? Is it, do you have a channel? Oh no. You sound like me. Okay, let me take a look at what we have so far. We're almost done with that lagoon. It's not really like a land bridge, but oh my god. All right. There you go. Okay. Right. So we want to layer this over. Uh, so let's create like some layer first, and then we'll like adjust it and add more stuff to it. Right now, we just want to create a top. This actually looks kind of decent. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Okay, Moga, have fun. Mo, bro, bro. Let's see, where can we place this one? This is like a different version of the rock. Here, we can make the rocks kind of like feel like they're integrating a little bit more into the other rocks until they change. So they just like have like this like messy texture and then just goes into the smoother ones. But like up here, we still have like some messy textures. And I know from far away you can't really see it. Let's still keep going with it. Yeah. We kind of have like that messy texture going all the way through the crack right there. Maybe we can do it right here too. We just wanted to like shove a bit. Do I like your... It's a good one. It's a good one. I was kind of confused on where we were going with it until the end. I'm like, okay, okay. That's crazy. That's actually really crazy all right here. Yeah. All right. I think this part might be done. I might want to put like a few more rocks right here going down into this. We don't want to take up too much of their space in the bottom part. Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Yeah, it looks like the rocks are just going down the mountain a bit. So it looks like it all just like slid down as it was going up. Maybe we can try that up over here too. Yeah. All right, let's make sure our animals are not anywhere near. Okay, they aren't. It's the fact that this it's the fact that the lagoon is actually not like anywhere near being finished. Now let's see real quick because I think let me layer this real quick over here. Okay, so that all is shown here. Okay. Great. So I think I know what I'm gonna do for this area right here. Except for the waterfall. I don't know how the waterfall is gonna play out into this. We'll figure that out when we get there. But for right here at least, I think we're done with big mountains. We can just focus on making sure that this is hidden again, like how it was in the beginning, like how we were doing over there. I wish there was a way we can do this to make it like look less rocky. I know we can like do some weird swamp trick, but the rocks kind of do make sense if this was all underwater at one point. I have to remember to leave a large opening, like right here at least, or right here, for the actual city part. It's supposed to be underneath the water. No. I think we're almost done with the stream anyway, so it might be okay. It's just, I kind of realized that we have a lot to do. Yeah, we have a lot to do. And I think I'm probably just gonna end up saving it for the video. So I think a lot of this terraforming and rock work will be just the stream, and then the actual video will be me making the city, you know. So, and then trying to fix the mountains at least, or the mountains might be fixed already. I don't know. We'll figure out the mountains. I don't know how I'm gonna do the mountains, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really want to figure that out on stream because it's gonna probably require me saving this game and then reloading it a few times because I know I'm gonna mess up on the mountains. How do we want to do the rocks? Here, what we can do here is we can put this. And then we can probably put down. I don't know if we want normal swamp trees or want. I think the normal ones fit better. I feel like the normal ones fit better. It makes more sense. Same thing with probably up here. Okay. What's the question? Oh, don't worry. I don't know the keyboard controls either. All I know is R. I know it tells you, obviously, right? You can do it, but what are you trying to do though? I don't know if I like this. I feel like this has to be filled in. Like, I feel like this has to be like. I wish they had natural lagoons where... I guess they could have made this deep water, couldn't I have? Maybe. There you go. That's a lot better in my opinion. I was worrying about that, and it was just gonna be a problem if I couldn't like. In cinematic mode, like in the camera mode. If you're in the camera mode, like if you're in this, the capture mode, you can use R and F. That's what you mean. R and F for the moving up and down. If you're in camera mode. If you're in the actual camera, like in, you know, the game's cursor, I don't think there is. There used to be one in Evolution 1, I know that, but I think it was I think they switched. Like, I don't think there's an actual one. If there is, I don't know it. No, I don't think they have one. I mean, someone can correct me if they know the actual answer to that. Um, Let me check the settings real quick. Uh, Q and E? I think Q and E is for left and right. Yeah. I don't think there is actually a rotate. Free look and placement. So apparently there's, so when you're in place mode, you can press Q and E to go up and down. Right? So when you have something that you want to place, you have Q and E that you can do. But I don't think you have that for any of the other modes. Like the actual free look. It says that it is for free look, but I have no idea if that's like... Yeah, because Q and E and free look and this is rotate. Yeah, there's only Q and E for placing an item down. Like when you're actually building. So you can do like Q and E and like that. But... So if you're actually building stuff, Q and E, try Q and E. But in the actual camera itself, there is none. Like the actual free look camera. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't like these two pieces right here. I think I just like it open. And this is just like, trying, but it can't, you know? Wait, we're done. Wait, I didn't actually realize that. Let's see. Let's try to hide all of the extra like areas. I still need to figure that out. Okay. That actually looks pretty good. I gotta do something about this though. Yeah, that's because I don't want to put sand because the sand makes it distinct. Rocks might work. I don't know how I feel about the cliff though as well, like the cliff paint. Because the cliff paint does kind of match, but it also just doesn't feel right. I mean, we can do... We can put more swamp down in some places. Mix it up a bit, because this should be kind of swampy. But it doesn't really make sense because of the... It doesn't... This is supposed to be like near the ocean too, though. But like arid and barren doesn't make sense. Swamp makes sense, but it doesn't make the sense as in it's right next to the ocean sense. But like also putting like actual like large trees down, like palm trees and all that stuff. I feel like it kind of takes away from it being, and that could work. I think that might work. It does feel like it takes away from it a bit, but it looks nice, you know? Yeah, I think the rock is the way to go here. So we'll do rock up to like a certain point inland. Is this where the mountain is? This is where the mountain is. So this is all going to be different right here in the video. So we're not doing that right now, but in the video, that all right there is going to be. Let's flatten this out right here. Add some trees and stuff. Or not. You know, that works too. You know, we just flatten out this entire thing. Just not add trees. That makes so much sense. I do wish we got more like reptiles and stuff like that. Okay. That looks good. My brain is gonna want to make all of these mountains like this one, but I know for the large ones, that's just not going to work. For the tops, at least. Like, for the tops, we could have it like this, right? But making all of these just rocks and honestly, that's probably gonna be how it turns out. I can see that. I can see that being how that turns out. So next to the swamp. Well, I suppose this provides a lot of barren for this, right? Yeah. So how long have we been streaming for? Almost 2 hours. What else can I do on stream? Because the last thing we have to do is the mountains and the actual Atlantis part. You know, the actual like underwater city. Let's do this mountain. We're gonna do this mountain and we're gonna finish up stream. But the video on Saturday will be like everything done, the mountains too, and so we'll have that part added to it. To the video itself. So you guys are gonna have to watch the video for the actual full finished build. You guys aren't gonna see it on the stream today. And there will be the full like commentary version on for members. But like always, for the membership videos, you guys will still be able to see the lives on the live tab. You guys don't have to get the membership, but it would be nice to support the channel. And I'd really appreciate it, but it's totally not needed. Okay. I don't know how I want to do this. But yeah, we're gonna probably place like actual trees down. I think we're gonna place down actual. Anything that I can add here that makes it like that's crazy actually. Let me see if I can separate. Not that one. Oh, yeah, I cannot. All right, I guess we're just gonna add trees. Right, and then we can use these trees as bushes too if we wanted to. I think I like that more than the actual like long grass. I might go around and just start doing that too, like placing like trees and stuff in the actual build. Just to provide some green in the mountains, right? Yeah, that's a bit cool. Cool. So when you'll see this video on Saturday, the full Saturday video, all of this is going to be completely done. We might add another waterfall, just like a few more waterfalls around the map, just to make it like be like, oh, the water is like, you know, coming from the tops of the like mountains and stuff, making it feel like it was actually underwater. And then you'll see us actually build this. This itself, me building the Atlantis part, might be its own separate video as well before I place it in, because I'm probably going to build that in a different map because there's not a lot of space to build it, and I really hate building in lagoons. I'm probably gonna have to let me double check this real quick. Okay, so it has to fit in like a 3 and 2. Okay, it has to fit in a 5 base lagoon. So I'll probably end up making it on a different map. You guys will probably see that too. Just a separate video making like Atlantis runs or something. I don't know. But so far this is looking pretty nice. Look at that. That's crazy. It's the fact that we took a generated island and just completely just modified it to like everything. It's a lot of rocks, I know that, but we wanted the lagoon to be like a natural lagoon, and we also wanted it to feel like it was kind of rose from the water. My birthday stream will be on Sunday, my normal streaming day now, I guess, because of the new schedule. And that birthday stream will be probably Paradise Island. I really want to start Paradise Island, but there is a slight chance that I might be doing a different kind of video. Also, it depends on how hot it is and how hungover I am, because I will be having my birthday party the night before. So, yeah, we'll definitely see. Because let's see what the weather says right now. It says the weather on Sunday will be 87. Yikes. Hopefully that changes over the next few days, but I have a feeling it might not. Um, so 9 a.m. starting time. I'll be honest with you guys, we might end up playing Minecraft for a few of those hours, but from like 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. is probably what we'll end up doing for a stream, which means it'll be decently hot, warm, I guess you can call it. Um, That would be hot. But yeah, we might do Paradise Island, but if we might push that to a different thing because this next stream will probably end up being a long one. So it might just be me playing games with one of my friends. And that might be on Twitch. So on the YouTubes, we'll probably not end up having Paradise Island. Moga, sorry, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably gonna probably do Paradise Island on my birthday. Fight. Are we fighting? Yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for joining us in this stream. I hope you guys do have a good rest of your day, good night, good morning, whatever it is for you. It's probably not going to be morning because I'm one of the last few places that has morning. But yeah, anyways, guys, I will see you guys Saturday. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to have anything special coming out this way. But yeah. We probably will end up playing more games with my friends. The only thing with my friends is we usually get on very late in the night, like 8. Yeah, that's actually another thing. I don't like playing party games. I don't like playing. I'm gonna actually switch the tabs. I don't like playing like party games or like friend slop games. I kind of was ranting about this on the last stream. But we'll end up probably playing something like CS or something. CS, Minecraft, City Skylines. Chances are with golf with your friends, I don't know. But no, we're not gonna play golf with your friends. What the hell am I saying? Most will probably end up playing the CS. But yeah, because it's gonna be in the morning. It's gonna be from like 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And most of my friends don't usually get on until like 6 p.m. Yeah. Yeah, anyways, yeah. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. As always, be kind to one another, and you know, we're all here. Just be nice. No need to say some mean stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.